Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of the Dawn of MMA save in WMA 5. As far as this 1FC, we have one chaotic night in Charleston, South Carolina. This show will be seeing a main event between Frank Shamrock and Rickson Gracie. Frank looking to beat a Gracie in the main event and retain his title. We'll also be seeing Walid Ismaili taking on Mario Bustamante, making his debut. Vanderlei Silva's taking on Kusha. Oh my god, I always fucking up Manoa. Though nonetheless, as far as he's coming in at 193, that is extremely small. Obviously giving up a lot of weight there. We might have to bump him down. Cause yeah, 193 is pretty crazy. To be fighting Vanderlei Silva here tonight. I don't know if we moved him for that fight or what the case was, but Pedro Izzo and Pete Williams is our main card opener too, which is a hell of a fight for Rickson and Frank Shamrock. Boy, oh boy, this fight, man. I mean, Frank's undefeated. Rickson's got one loss, and that one loss came in 1FC. As far as it was against Volkan, it was at the Showcase of the One show. While went the distance, it was a good fight too. He just beat Alan Goes, and with that Alan Goes win, he's got a chance to maybe grab some gold before he potentially hangs it up, because he's already 38. Rickson's already up there. Obviously, a Carlson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu trainee. For Frank Shamrock, he doesn't even have a fight camp for this fight, which is insane. No lines in, not even as far as with Trey Tellingman or Mikey Burnett or any of the guys that are in the Dallas, Oklahoma area. He's just getting after it. We'll see how that one plays out. I mean, he is the favorite in that fight. I would say stand-up wise, he definitely is the favorite, but we'll see. As Walid Ismaili, the 2-1 middleweight fighter, taking on Mario Bustamante. My God, Bustamante making his debut. He's got over 16 fights. This will be 17. He's lost to Ken Shamrock and Masakatsu Funaki, funny enough. Both in Pancrase. As far as, obviously, the Ken Shamrock, I'm sure he lost. Just Ken took him down and kept him down there. But the Masakatsu Funaki loss, he actually lost by rear naked choke. It's kind of crazy. You see here, he will choke the shit out of you. I mean, he has won, it looks like 9 times. Yeah, it looks like he's won 9 times with it out of his 14 wins. Quite impressive. He's won with an armbar too a couple of times. But yeah, I mean, he went the distance with Henzo, which that was against Pancrase fight, 15 minutes, the 1-round fight. He did just beat Oleg Taktarov at Pancrase 23, so that kind of shows you what type of skill set he's going to bring to the table for Ismaili. The 5'7" middleweight, he just beat Yuki Kondo. He choked him out back in April, so this is a very, very, very quick turnaround. Choked him out in 8 minutes. Right on the dot, too, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, he's fought Hoyce and he's fought Maurice Smith. Both losses. Of course, he got choked out by Hoyce, but, that is, that is Hoyce Gracie. So it's not easy. Not easy to beat a Gracie. But he's taking on Mario Bustamante here, who is using, as far as both guys are Who's Valley Tudo guys as well. So teammates there. We'll see if that plays a factor in this one as well. And yeah, I mean, Vanderlei and Manoa, as far as he's fighting at cruiserweight, he definitely should. And he is ranked higher as a cruiserweight than Vanderlei, but that probably won't be for long. I mean, Vanderlei, yeah, this is, he beat Brataru Sakata. That's right, I was about to say, yes. I forget who it was exactly, but I remember it's a Japanese guy he fought. But yeah, that was at the one in Orlando show last year, which that, as far as that, for sure, he won. It going the third round's kind of crazy because Wataru Sakata, not the greatest, for sure, but he definitely needs to be smaller if he's going to fight at 193. I mean, might as well just fight at 190, cut that extra 3 pounds, and that way you're not in there with some absolute demons like Vanderlei Silva, who, of course, debuted against Ensign, and he knocked him out cold in April. It's a little quick turnaround for him as well, but he probably literally, I don't think he even got hit in that fight, from what I remember. I don't think so. Yeah, he didn't. He just got taken down. That's it. So Vanderlei It's kind of crazy, too. Both 20, 21 years old, both young guys. But Vanderlei, I think, is going to get this win. Pedro Izzo and Pete Williams, again, two young guys, 21, 23. Izzo, undefeated right now. Really, this fight is to determine who's going to probably fill in for that spot for Mark Kerr. Since Mark Kerr broke his jaw, he's out for 6 months, so he's not going to be at that October Onslaught show like we talked about at the end of the previous episode. But he's beaten Tom Erickson. He beat Eddie Krife. He knocked him out with a kick. That was in December last year. This is not his. This is his first time on a non-sequel card, so that's kind of fun. But El Duro, Pete Williams, he lost to Mark Kerr, of course, which tough break. But Mark Kerr, he's a savage. There's nothing more you can really say about it. He completely destroyed Dick Verge, though. I mean, he beat him under 34 seconds, almost under 30 seconds. That is quite impressive. They're 6th and 7th on the heavyweight rankings. Hizzo's the clear favorite. Pete's got 10 pounds on him. Should be a very fun fight. Now, prelims. Old David Tank Abbott. We were going to have Tank in that Grand Prix potentially, just as like a fill-in, since, again, Mark Kerr's out. But might as well have him fight Trey Tellingman here. I think this is a fun fight. I was thinking they did this fight for real, in real life, but I think they were just on the same card. But Tank Abbott, though, he's on a 2-fight losing streak, but I mean, those losses are to Volkan and Macaulay Yukin, so maybe it's just Russians he can't beat, because he beat the Smith, as far as the Smiths, but all fights, the Rings fight was in Rings, obviously. I was going to say all of his fights have been in one, but no, that's not the case. Of course, he's got the knockout power. We'll see what he can do with it. For Trey Tellingman, though, he is making his debut. He's been an icon, looks like, for the past 3 fights or so. Of course, what a story for him. Basically, the right pec, I want to say. I was thinking it's the right, but it might have been the left. The pec never basically fully developed after he was in a car accident as like an infant. It was out there fighting with basically maybe a quarter of his chest missing. One could say, and that's, insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, in real life was a Lions Den guy. Of course, Dallas. It just seemed like a lot of the kind of Dallas, Oklahoma guys of the late 90s, they worked at that gym because it was just so close for everybody. After, Frank kind of did the split. But Trey, 3-1, hasn't fought anybody like Tank, though, and this is going to be a real test for him. He's coming at 250, and of course, Tank is 265. An absolute unit. Alan Ghost taking on Tiger Vernon White. Vernon White's 1-1 in 1, and Alan Ghost is 1-2. Another cruiserweight fight here. Ghost is the favorite. No surprise there. X-Gym versus the Arena. As far as for Alan Ghost, of course, he lost to Hickson, but he's also lost to Marius Barrett, which that was a tough debut fight. Everybody else, though, he's beaten. He beat Kazuya Takahashi in his first win in 1FC. He's fought a couple of times in Pancrase, which again, the 115-minute round can help out a lot of guys that don't have to start slow or anything. This is a completely different task working here and fighting in 1FC when you got 4 10-minute rounds. Of course, for Vernon White, he went to 60 minutes with Maurice Smith. He lost to Murlio Bustamante, and of course, he got knocked out by Jan Lamolder in his last outing, which was extremely tough. He went the distance with Wataru Sakata. So not a great sign there. We'll see how he does. It was a good fight, though, between the two. So maybe we'll see another good fight here. But Alan Ghost is quite the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist. And both guys, in the mid-20s. We'll see how it plays out for Jeremy Horn. He had a tough debut. And he's got another tough fight here in Kazushi Sakuraba. My God. I completely missed him getting in the save, or he would have been debuting in the save with us. But he has 3 fights already. Local fights, and then he has fought for rings. All wins. He got a Kimura win in his last fight. I mean, what's there to say about Kazushi Sakuraba? Especially, like, prime Sakuraba. This is going to be a lot of fun to book. For Jeremy Gumby Horn, though, of course, he debuted against Hoist. Again, extremely tough fight to debut with. And now he's fighting somebody like Sakuraba, who is an absolute wild card in there. He's got such a crazy style. Gonna be a tough guy to beat for sure. That's a fun fight, though. But I think both guys kind of stylistically kind of match up pretty well. And we'll see how that plays out, though. For Yuki Kondo, he is fighting Macaulay Yukian. For Yuki Kondo, this is... I wouldn't necessarily say that he's fighting for a job. But if he loses, it's definitely not going to look too hot. He might have one more fight with us, and it'll be 1-3, and then he'll definitely be fighting for a job. But this is an extremely close fight. These are two guys that are right now, as far as Yuki Kando's looking to get to 500. He beat Paul Herrera, but he had the split with Egan, which again should have went to the deciding round, the 5th round, an OT round. And for Ayukin, his one win is against David Tank Abbott, who we'll be obviously seeing later on. But he's fought both no ways. He lost to Egan, but he beat Incident. He got finished by Guy Metzger. And of course, he had to fight for the belt against Frank, and Frank knee-barred him, which, honestly, Frank, at that time, he was beating guys, like, within the first minute or so. So for Ayukin to go into the second, it was like, oh man, he might have something here. And then obviously he got caught. This is going to be an interesting fight. There's not a bad fight, I don't think, on this card. There's not a fight where someone's going to just get completely mauled. I think everyone's pretty relatively close. Maybe the highest, as far as betting odds, is probably the Vanderlei fight, just from a size perspective. And even then, it then will probably be Tank and Trey Tellingman, which I think Trey's got a puncher's chance for sure. Maybe Allen Goes, it's probably a little bit more skilled than Werner White, but should be interesting. Should be, especially this main event. Looking to make his second defense of his cruiserweight title. Both have submitted 4 of the last 5 opponents. They're both world ranked in the pound-for-pound listing. 14th for Hickson, 23rd for Frank. This is the 3rd time that Frank's main evented a one event. Of course, the 2nd time for Hickson, which he main evented the first Gracie Jiu-Jitsu vs. 1 card. Frank is the clear favorite. And we'll see if Hickson can get it done. For Murlio Bustamante, a 9-inch reach advantage over Ismaili. Both guys, though, have submitted 4 and 3 of the last 5. So, again, majority of the last opponents have tapped out. They're both, Hoos Valley Tudo guys, which we talked about earlier. It's going to be interesting. Should be one chaotic night in Charleston, indeed. And for Vanderlei, the axe murderer has cometh to Charleston, South Carolina, and he's looking to destroy Mano. And then for Pedro Hizzo, 5-inch reach advantage, also a big betting favorite line. I completely forgot about that. He's a bit of a favorite in this one, and yeah, that's going to be a hell of a fight, though. 2 great heavyweights battling. And for Trey Tellingman, taking on David Tank Abbott. Tellingman, of course, one debut, and he's fighting a tough bastard in Tank Abbott. He's going to bring it, for sure. Going to be a good fight. For Goes and White, they both have, at least one has finished, the other has submitted 3 of the last 5 either way. Last 3 of the last 5 have not went the distance, which Werner White trains at the arena, which goes 1-0 against other members of that team, and they're both outside the top 10 on the cruiserweight rankings, and they're looking to jump into maybe potentially a top 5 fight for Allen Goes if he can beat Vernon White here tonight. For Gumby, Jeremy Horn, taking on the debuting Kazushi Sakuraba, and for Sakuraba, if he does, in fact, beat Gumby here, maybe he'll go on a bit of a Gracie run. Wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. But yeah, one debut for Kazushi Sakuraba. We'll see how he does. Yeah, and Yuki Kondo, we haven't even extended his contract, because it's like, well, if we extend him, if he loses anyways, it's like, well, we could still bring him back if his contract expires. That's why we're going to let this happen. It's not like we're not going to bring him back if he loses, or if he wins, rather, excuse me, but if he loses, we probably won't bring him back. So I guess, in a way, yeah, he is still fighting for a job, which is going to make this contract a whole lot easier to deal with. But Yukian now, 4-3 on the Bloodcast staff, picks a slight edge. And here we go. As our referee, our ringside judges, and they start off with a touch of gloves, already connected with a jab. Avoids the big right, can't connect with the head kick, though. There's Yukian with a takedown, but he can't take him down. He's going to push him against the ropes, and now he slams him down on his hands and knees. Trying to change positions already. Oh, look at that. Do something. Oh, a calf slice. Oh, my God. He got him. Well, that was awesome. Fucking calf slicer from Macaulay Yukian. And, yeah, Yuki Kondo. It was nice knowing you, bud. But, Yeah, you got Pancrase and Shudo. Well, no, I think Shudo doesn't have a 190 division, but you can work at Pancrase, though, so at least you're not going to be out in the cold. But Yukian, though, what a fun submission, a calf slicer to kick off the prelim and to kick off the fights for this chaotic night in Charleston. Jeremy Horn, Sakuraba. Sakuraba making his debut. Ringside judges there, and here we go. Already, Sakuraba gets a single leg. Yeah, already working on the bottom. His Horn, he clips him with an elbow. Trying to sweep him. Oh, his left, he got pushed back now. Yeah, Jeremy Horn doing a good job. He's got a pretty good guard. And he's already going to just make sure. Oh, already a scramble. Ends up in guard, though. Oh, here we go. Armbar for the bottom. So Jeremy Horn now on top. Oh, pulls him in. A couple of short punches to the side of the head now. He's got side control now. Jeremy Horn's grappling is quite impressive. This is the type of grappling we thought we were going to maybe see against Hoist, but Hoist is just, he is the master of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, at least right now in 1997. Referee's going to stand him up. It's a good sign. Oh, Jeremy Horn gets the takedown. I mean, obviously, this fight so far has been Jeremy Horn, but at least Sakuraba looked kind of good in the beginning, but now it has been all Gumby. Oh, it's a scramble. Sakuraba grabs him from behind here. Oh, gives back position. That's interesting, yeah, because he's going right back down. It's a scramble, potentially. Well, they're both facing each other standing, and Jeremy Horn said, so we're going right back down. Sakuraba, again, trying to go for a scramble, but he's too slow, gets caught inside control. Surprised Jeremy Horn hasn't went for like a Kimura or anything. They just been pretty much grappling, which, that makes sense for this fight. I'm just surprised Jeremy Horn has not even went for a submission. The only submission so far has been Sakuraba's. They're going to stand him up. Jeremy Horn's getting a little tired. Sakuraba goes for a takedown. Can't take him down, but he's got the double underhooks and sweeps him now. Some good stuff here from Sakuraba. At least he answered with a takedown. Well, goes for it again. This time gets pushed on his hands and knees. Oh my, went for the sharp kick to the ribs, but he got right back up. This time Jeremy Horn goes for the takedown. He gets it. And just pounding away here, trying to block him as he's trying to sweep now, trying to pass. Sakuraba sees it coming. It's a scramble. He ends up on top here, inside control. So Sakuraba, armbar. Oh, damn. Let's go armbar again. It goes for it, but it's getting stopped. I do like that at least Sakuraba's trying to end the fight. Almost got him to scramble, though. And, he's been inside control. Jeremy Horn's pretty much on E. He's still got another round left. Sakuraba has a great round here. Could be interesting in the fourth. Because right now, I mean, you can argue it's either going to be tied if Sakuraba, wins that fourth round, which again, you kind of look at the whole fight. I feel like Sakuraba has done at least a little bit better on trying to finish Jeremy Horn. I don't know with strikes-wise, I don't know if he's landed more or not, because we haven't really been looking, because the fights have been pretty self-explanatory who's doing well. But Jeremy Horn, though, gets this takedown. That is going to maybe potentially stop any type of momentum. But there's an armbar. Nope. Went for it, though. Again, Sakuraba keeps on going for these submissions. Ends up in guard now. Oh, trying to pass. Unable to pass. Trying to sweep for the bottom. Not happening. But look at the pass again. Horn stops him in half guard. This is exactly the type of position, though, Sakuraba needs on top, where the judges might think that he's actually doing well. Oh, now he's got his back now. If he can body triangle, oh, that's it. Damn. Oh, got him again. This time, flattens him out. Fucking Kazushi Sakuraba. What a win. That would have been an interesting scorecard, though, because I really do think Sakuraba still would have won it, but you never know. That was a hell of a fight, though. Great stuff from Sakuraba, making his debut with a win, and he looked quite impressive, because Jeremy Horn's got some great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he, at the beginning, it was looking kind of, well, he was actually in control in the beginning, but then that second round, I was like, he might be in trouble. But he had the better stamina, he had better gas tank, and he's a bit of a cardio machine in there. He's fought for almost 90 minutes before. Obviously, this is before that happens, but, oh no, that was just 60. I was thinking it was 90 for some reason. I feel like it was like 60, and then like, let's go 30 more type of thing, but Allen goes, grabs him, looking for a sweep. Yep, excellent outside leg trip. Kimura, well, there goes that. Yeah, that's Allen goes for you, though. He's a great, great grappler. Makes a light worker, Vernon White. He wants Hickson next. Could be interesting if in fact, Hickson loses. Or I guess even if he wins, maybe potentially, if he gets one more fight, then you can probably take on Hickson. David Tank Abbott and Trey Trauma Tellingman. So far, tonight we have seen sub after sub. See what happens here. Doesn't touch gloves though, does Tank Abbott. Quick left jab and a right hook. Trying to be more aggressive, taking the initiative. Jabs wide, hits him with the right hand. Tellingman with a nice counter here. Dodges the right hand with a quick left and a right hook. Trey Tellingman looking good. Oh, here's a right cross, lands hard. Jab that misses, right cross lands hard again from Tellingman. Oh, damn, Tank Abbott's talking shit now. Good right hand off the counter from Tellingman. He's counter-striking really, really good. Left hands, 2 left hands off the counter. There's a nice jab and a right hand. Right cross from Tellingman. Yeah, I think Tank maybe overestimated him. He's getting, outstruck, it seems like, for a lot of this. It feels like Trey's doing a great job as far as counter-striking, too. He's a 1-2 again. He's just a little bit more technical, and it's paying off in a big way with his striking. Tank probably should have used his wrestling tonight. Looks like it's not going to happen, though, because he's still trying to swing, and he's still trying to push the pace, but he just keeps on getting countered. Now he's tired. Trey's getting a little tired, too. There's a quick left and a right cross. Counter left hand from Trey. Crunching right hook from Trey Tellingman now, which Tank's tough. Tank's not going to go down without a big-time crack. And there's a right cross. Now there's a gash beneath his eye now. There's a right cross of the jab. Nice left, straight right. These 1-2s are really picking up for Trey Tellingman. Now Trey is going a little lower on his hands, which is not great. Because Tank's got the power enough to one shot and it's over, but Trey's, he won that round. He's outstruck him. He's done really, really well with his striking. They're going to check on that cut, too. And here comes Tank trying to get in close, but again, just ain't going to happen. But now he's at least grappling, which is very, very smart. He's going to take him down here. Oh, no. never. He's going for it again. Wow, Trey Tellingman making sure he is stuck. Yeah, just having less luck getting away from the ropes, but he's getting... Oh, well, he was stopping him, and now third time's the charm. And this is exactly the type of stuff that Tank can do if it's ground and pound out of that. But already standing back up, so there goes that. So Tank having to get back up, and he gets caught with a 1-2. Jab at a straight right, but another sweep here potentially. Oh, no. Tellingman blocks it. Blocks that one, too. Third time's the charm again. Nope. Doesn't get it that time, and now he actually sprawled it and blocked it by doing that, and now a tired-looking Tellingman goes for his takedown. He gets forced on his hands and knees, pounding away a little bit. Went for the knee. That would have been nuts. And they go for another grapple, another sweep. Tank gets it this time, trying to pass. Oh, wow. Yes, I controlled it. Oh, no, it was Trey who got the takedown. Never mind. I was thinking, it was Tank there, so yeah, he swept him, and he's already the better submission fighter, because, Tank on his back is not really that great. It's looking like it, at least. He's not on a couple of shots landing. I feel like Trey probably could have went for a submission there, but it is what it is, and again, Tank trying to take him down, not happening. Trey's now trying to take down Tank, not happening either. Now we're striking, fails to find him his jab, hits a straight right, there's a right cross here. Gets all of them, this Tank, and another trip. Again, not happening. He just keeps on going after these trips. Nice straight right hand. I think it's just because both guys are pretty much tired. They don't have the stamina, and they don't have the energy to make this takedown happen. Yeah, Tellingman's completely gassed. So is Tank. And yeah, it's just a shit show. Oh, a couple of right shots. Here, a nice right hook and a right cross from Tank and Tellingman. Surprised nobody's been rocked yet. They've been lighting them up now. Here's a right cross from Tellingman. Punch, but Tellingman was equal to it. Misses the right hook. It's kind of a good right hand from Tank. Tank trying to get the initiative going. Hits the straight right. He's starting to really open him up, too, striking-wise now, this Tank. Oh, as I say that, there's a jab and a right hook from Tellingman. Right hook from Tank. And that wound has been reopened underneath his eye. And another brilliant sprawl. And that's the end of the third round, and our final one is upon us. I'm very, very shocked this went the full 4 rounds. There's a trip, though. Tank gets his takedown, trying to pass. It's a scramble. Tank's on his back. Not what you need. Tank trying to go for a double underhook. And he can't get him, though. Fast elbow here, glancing blow. Again, trying to go for that double underhook. And Stanley Wright's already standing back up. He's not giving a shit. Clean right hand off the counter after the jab. There's a right cross. Tank again with a trip attempt this time, but he doesn't get him. And yeah, he separates him, and then they're back standing. Nice right hook from Tellingman. Right cross again after the jab. Moves in fast and clinches. Still can't take him down. He should probably try and pick him up and slam him. Or maybe even pick him up and throw him out of the fucking ring. Because we know Tank can do that. Nice jab and a nice straight right. Quick left, right hand. A nice counter here from Tellingman. Misses the big right hand. Here comes Tellingman. But the counter to the jab, but the right hook is ducked. Quick left, great right hook. A 1-2 from Tank off the counter. Jab hits him with a straight right. And another visibly tired Tank Abbott gets sprawled and now pushes him on his hands and knees. Tries to go for the knee. He gets sprung back up. And yeah, both guys, again, Tank's trying to talk shit. And I mean, it's probably going to be Trey getting the win there. Yeah, that makes sense. They rated it good, which was interesting. But my God, Tank did 21 attempts of takedowns and only got 2 of them in 40 minutes. Pretty brutal. I'm glad Trey won that fight, though. He landed, I think, more power shots. He definitely landed more overall shots. I guess, actually, Tank landed more when you look at the ground strikes. But it's weird. They both could pass, but they couldn't really do anything after that. Again, that first round, it was all Trey. Second round, I was like, well, probably Tank's, but it was a little close, but you probably would have went with Tank on that one. Third round, again, all Trey. And then the fourth round, it was a little bit of a mixed bag, but I felt like Trey won that round too. So really, if you were to go off of rounds, a round-by-round basis, it was 3-1. And he wants Alexei Oleinik next. He thinks it'd be a tough challenge, and he'd be interested in trying it. But a huge win, though, for Trey Tellingman. For Tank, 2-3. And not a great run he's on right now. 3-fight losing streak, not great. And now we're on to the main card. As far as our ringside judges here. Here we go. Pacific Best right hook attempt attacks with the left jab and a right head kick. Oh, and already Pete Williams is in big trouble. Big right hand behind the ear. Ooh. His equilibrium is fucked now, even if he survives this. But he's got him out. Oh, but Pete's looking for a scramble. Already got him up against the ropes here, potentially. Oh, no, he actually got out of that rope. So now they're back to striking. And Williams with the counter left. Straight right hand lands hard. Either fighter can land a significant strike. And Pete's doing a good job. I mean, he survived the onslaught in the beginning, but now, as long as he can avoid these leg kicks and head kicks, oh, well, there's a wicked right uppercut that knocks him out cold. Yeah, Pedro Hizzo, Rock's a bad man. He is, he's going to be a problem at October Onslaught. That is for sure. He thanks all of his family, friends, and supporters as well. Next fight for Stanley Wright here is our referee, again, best of cage side judges, ringside judges, for the Axe Murderer and Manoa Man. As Manoa looking for a takedown, that's probably a bad idea, but he's looking for at least trying to get him grappling, at least. He's pushing the pace, but there's a nice head kick that probably just ended his life. He's hanging in there, though, went for the uppercut to finish him, doesn't do it, and he's able to survive the onslaught in the beginning. Right cross. Counter left hand from Manoa. The left hand and a right round kick to the body. Neither fighter can land anything. Got him stalked in the corner. Avoids the kick to the body. Shoots in on him. Can't do it, though. Tries to drive him against the ropes, and now Vandal. I mean, listen. Manoa's doing a lot better than I thought he was going to do. I thought it was going to be over in the first 2 minutes. The crunching right hook, though, from Vandalay. Oh, there's the big right hook again. Down he goes, looking to finish the fight. Yeah, I mean, listen, this was exactly what Vandalay wanted. Fantastic fight, though, which I do agree with that. That was a really, really fun fight. So Manoa was trying. He was at least in the fight, trying to do his thing. It just wasn't going to happen. Vandalay's just too talented, but oh my God, he wants fucking another guy that's calling out Hickson. He calls him out, and it says he won't fight me because he knows I'll win. Jesus. How about it? As on co-main event, Murilo Bustamante, Walid Ismaili, and here we go, they touch gloves already. Bustamante gets takedown inside control. So he's got side control with a whole ass, basically 9 minutes left. He can't get mount, though. Trying to get mount again. Oh boy, he's in mount. Gives up his back now. If he gets both hooks in, it's obviously over. But there's that rear naked choke, and we know he can do it when he gets those hooks in. But this Molly's hanging on. Blocks him again. Finally, referee stands back up, and Bustamante says, not so fast. We're going right back down. And again, goes for a mount, but again, gives his back. Oh, wow. How about that? He turns over, and they shrug him off. That's fucking crazy. Bustamante, though, again. We're going right back down. I mean, he's got his game plan. Rinse and repeat. But he's going for that rear naked choke. So at least you got to give him that. But obviously, is Molly. Oh, wow, he's looking for a leg sweep here. Yeah, Bustamante's got control now. He sweeps him down, yeah. And he's got his back. Again, can't get the hooks in. Oh, this time he's got him. That's it. Yep. Well, if you survive the onslaught that is Mario Bustamante, good luck to you. Because 40 minutes of that, good luck. You're going to get caught eventually. He's going to get the hooks in. And he wants Hinzo. That'd be a very fun fight. I think Mario and Hoist might be the middleweight title fight that we're kind of looking for to crown our first middleweight champ. Just feel like that's a fun fight. I think both guys stylistically match up pretty well. Both Brazilians, I think that would be a fun card in Brazil to have that be a title fight for. Our main event, though, Frank Shamrock, our champion, taking on Rickson Gracie. No team again for Frank. Rickson from Rio de Janeiro, of course, and a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu martial artist. Our referee, about that again, ringside judges, and here we go. Oh my lord, there's a beautiful right uppercut. Down he goes, knocked him down already. Frank is looking to finish it early. He is such a fast start. He can do it all. He can grapple with you, he can knock you out in that first minute or two. It's very, very telling to see how he can start off. If he starts off fast like that, it's hard to come back from that. But Frank couldn't get it done, and now he's looking at least past the guard, which that's going to give Rickson a chance to scramble and maybe counter. Yeah, he's already up first, though. He quickly is grabbed. Frank's trying to get some dirty boxing, but I think, Rickson's already out of it. I was going to say, I think he's going to get out of it. He's trying to grapple with him again, caught him with a right hook. Went for the spinning back kick, probably a bad idea, because, I'm about to say, that's going to give a chance for Rickson to... Oh, he caught the body kick, so now he's going to get the... Oh, wow, yanked it completely, never mind. About to say, he's going to get caught with a takedown off of that. Straight right hand lands. Went for another spinning back kick, and Gracie again takes that chance. Wow, he blocked the trip. Now, he's looking for the trip. Oh my god, he's got the trip takedown. Frank Shamrock. Unreal. And he's got full guard. Oh god. Does Rickson. This is very, very dangerous for Frank. Frank's got a minute to hang on. Just keep it, just body on body. Do not even try and get up. Oh, I was looking for an elevator sweep. Oh, wow. Leaves Shamrock under the north-south. Wow. Well, that's a hell of a survival round for both guys, really. I mean, obviously, Rickson, right off the beginning, I thought it was going to be it, but he's held on, and when they're on the mat, it's dangerous, dangerous waters. He hit some of the spin kick to Frank, though. Another spin kick to the body. Trying to get in close. Again, spin kick to the ribs. These spin kicks have been really landing now. The first round, he was missing, but he's landing these shots here. Oh my god, nice straight right hand again. God damn, he is lighting them up. Frank's getting tired, though. Went for the spin kick, fails to make contact, lands the big right hand. Oh, but Gracie ended up getting rocked with the big right. He's able to hang on, and Rickson just maybe out of desperation went for a takedown. Can't get him down. But he's got him against the ropes. He's going to trip him up here, though. Yeah. Figured. So, armbar. Oh, wow. Stops the armbar from Rickson. That, pretty impressive. Stops it again. Went for mount. Can't get it. Yet, just trying to make sure he survives again. Almost got mount. Ends up inside control. Oh, Kimura. Oh, my lord. Frank is hanging on. Gives up his back now. Oh, rear naked choke. If he gets the hooks in, it's over. Oh, wow, turns over. Now they're trying to both scramble back to their feet. That's insane that happened, but Rickson's going right back down. And he survives the round again. My God. Frank, I mean, he's laying it in. He's doing a really, really good grappling. He's doing good. But Rickson, again, it's Rickson Gracie, for God's sakes. He's going to be the better grappler. But Frank's hanging in there. And he's stuffing takedowns now. But once he's got him up against the ropes, this is going to be another sweep. Yeah. And he's got his back, too. 8:50 left. He keeps on turning over, though. Holy shit. He's on top, too. That's insane. Frank Shamrock, you're a demon. But again, it's not the best of places, because Hickson can get an armbar from the bottom, like he's going for right there. Oh my god, he stops it, and he's got side control somehow. Unreal. Oh, nice quick shoulder smash, good idea. Oh, they sweep, actually. I don't know why Hickson keeps on trying to sweep instead of going for... I guess that's why he keeps on getting takedowns after he sweeps him. He's got side control. Not trying to pass. He's got side control, actually. Still, so yeah, it keeps him in... Oh, wow, yeah. Side control looking for mount. Gives up his back now. Again, if he gets both hooks in. He turns up. Oh, he's back on top again. Armbar, though, for the bottom. Oh! He's got an armbar. Oh, not enough time left to tap. What a fucking title fight this has been. I mean, oh, and Hickson catches the kick right off the rip. Can't get him down, though, but he's going up against the ropes here. Yep, sweeps him. Side control. Got out of it. Boy, oh boy. Kimura somehow doesn't tap out. Americana somehow doesn't tap out. Kimura again. Jesus Christ, going for a mile, gives up his back. Oh, boy, yeah. Prevents him from falling into more serious trouble again. Oh, loses back. That's fucking crazy that Frank keeps on getting back up. And some more shots here. Hickson gets caught with a crunching right hook. Hickson gets the takedown, even though he's tired. I don't think he's going to get the submission now. I just think he's too tired, and Frank's done an incredible job of stuffing these submission attempts. I don't know how he didn't get tapped out in 40 minutes of grappling. Damn near. I mean, you could say he stood up for maybe 10 minutes of that. So you can say 30 minutes of grappling, but still. Oh my gosh, short knee strike to the head here from Hickson as he's in north-south, and another knee strike to the side of the head. This is going to be an interesting scorecard here. I would give it to Frank. They all gave it to Hickson. I don't hate that, because if you look at really the whole fight, Hickson did at least have a lot more chances of finishing him with the submissions. But I got to give it to Frank, though. I just felt like Frank, he dropped him. He rocked him. He didn't finish him the one time after he rocked him. But when he did drop him, he's looking for the finish. He landed more strikes. He was stuffing takedowns. He was not stopping passes for the most part, or sweeps. You'd have to give him that. But I just don't think Hickson did it as far as, like, he didn't beat the champ. I felt like you got to beat the champ to get this win, and didn't think he did it. I would have loved an OT round, probably there, if you're going to try and give it to Hickson, but it was a hell of a fight, though. That was a really, really fun fight, as Carlson Gracie has a champion in 1FC, and we'll see if Hoyce or even Henzo will become a champion next, following in Hickson's footsteps, but that's a fun fight, though. Poor Frank. I would love to see that fight again. That was a lot of fun. Really, only one decent fight, and it was just because Merlio Bustamante completely destroyed Walid Ismaili. But a hell of a fight, though, that main event. I was really, really pleased. Both guys, I'm going to give performance bonus. I'm going to give one to Trey. I mean, that's a hell of a upset. Sakuraba was great as well tonight. It's a great show. A lot of fun. That was quite the chaotic night in Charleston with a new champion being crowned. Hickson as a cruiserweight. Yeah, I feel like that was definitely more of his fitting. I still think, as far as a heavyweight goes, I think he's just too small at this time at 5'10". He lost to Volkan, but he did beat TK, but now he's been on a tear. Again, crazy he couldn't get the submission win. That's his first decision win. Every other fight he's had, he's been able to tap somebody out if he wins. Obviously, the Volkan fight, again, went the distance, but he was on the losing end of that. But here, gets the win. Just a shocking fight, to be honest. That was a lot of fun, though. Again, as far as for Pedro Hizzo, I just want to make sure if he's ready to go. 25 days, yeah, that should be good enough to be a part of this. So it's going to be Don Fry, Simi Shellet, or no, Simi Shellet, yeah, Simi Shellet, as, then, we're trying to think who will be the other heavyweight guy, because again, can't be Mark Kerr. I don't want it to be Carlos Barreto. Igor's an interesting idea, but he lost to Mark Kerr, though, at the same time. So it's kind of weird. Maybe Kevin Randleman. Maybe. He just beat the fuck out of Gary Goodrich. He looked incredible in that fight. Yeah, I mean, maybe he... again, it'd be tough because now we gotta wait as far as he's already ready to go. But we got the show in Omaha in September, so it's kind of hard to it's a weird juxtaposition rather, Jesus, as to be him to try and figure something out. But Pedro Izzo for sure is going to be on that card, and yeah, I mean we'll see. But that one Monday in Omaha, I'm sure we will probably for the title fight. I'm hoping we can do Hoist, and as far as there's Bustamante already third, but I mean I would say him and Bustamante is a very, very fun fight. I think Hoist is scheduled to fight in August, unfortunately. So, yeah, maybe not. So, yeah, there goes that. Wanda Braga's ready to go, but I don't want to do a rematch with him and Carlos, even though him and Carlos, it was a split. That fight was pretty close. And I remember at the time, I was like, well, I mean, he 4 for 5 on takedowns, 6 for 9 on takedowns. He was stuffing these submissions as well. Maybe, run it back again. But I kind of want to also see how Sakura can do against Dennis Hallman. And then maybe do Kossuth and Wanda Braga again. And whoever wins that, you get the next title fight. But yeah, then lightweight, of course, Firmino Sato just beat, of course, Mikey Burnett. We'll definitely be wanting him to fight Carl Uno if we can. That's fights in July, so, I mean, could definitely get it done. Will be interesting to see what that main event's really going to be. Because now, I mean, Hickson, he got his fucking ass beat. Yeah, he's out for 4 months. So now we kind of wait and see what we do as a challenging perspective. Do we do Vanderlei and Mario whenever that fight takes on Hickson? Or do we just give him Hickson? Again, I think Frank did a really, really great job. He just kind of got fucked over. Maybe potentially by the judges, or maybe they got the right call. But he's already fought Zen Machine Mario Sparrow. That was a good fight, but I don't think we need to do it again. That's why I kind of want to do Mario and Vanderlei, and maybe do Sakuraba and Shamrock. That'd be fun, or even Jan the Mulder. I mean, Jan is 2-0 too. He deserves some love. The cruiserweight division. I mean, that first probably looks like it's about 9-10 guys here. Yeah, the top 10 here. Pretty tough. There's a lot of guys, great grapplers, great strikers, a little bit of everything in there. But again, for heavyweight, is trying to figure out what we're going to do. Alexei Oleinik, we might have him fight again, Trey Tellingman, since, that's a fight he wanted. We got the debuting Josh Barnett and Brian Johnson, who's a guy, probably besides Paul Varlins, who is probably not remembered a whole lot from, like, the modern-day MMA side of things, where he just kind of was thrown against some very, very tough fighters early, but he had a lot of promise, I always thought, because he was kind of the first guy that I remember seeing that at least was doing, he had a kickboxing background, but he was training in, I don't think it was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I think it was Judo, so he was doing kickboxing and Judo. I want to say he was doing something else, too, but it wasn't Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, though. That's probably the one thing. If he would have done that as well on top of the kickboxing and the Judo, and he probably would have been a complete fighter, to be honest, but it is what it is. But that will do it, though, for this episode 13 here. We got a new champ, and we'll catch you guys next time for the Monday in Omaha show. Take care, everyone.